Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So, let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. So today's message is remember to rest. Remember to rest. Yeah, to rest. One moment, please. You know what? I told you to go and get your water. Okay. Like clockwork, but yes, rest. Remember to rest. And when you're resting, it's not just being still and then ruminating over what you could be doing, like actually taking time to rest. You're going to be called to do some big things in the next couple of months that are going to require a lot of energy. And so while you have the time, take it. Because if you don't, there is a very real possibility that Spirit will make you take that rest in the form of some sort of illness and or injury. Seriously, show of hands, how many times have you gone through your path, flew a little too close to the sun, and Spirit stepped in with some sort of freak accident or some beautifully timed illness and like made you sit down? Yeah, exactly. So while you have time to rest and breathe, be sure to take advantage of that. So let us see what the cards have to say about resting. Shall we? Do let's. Shuffled, cut. Here we go. So we've got the Emperor and the Six of Wands coming up. You've really stepped up and taken an authoritative stance on your moves going forward. I think we've heard it enough through enough readings, and now it's starting to actually click that we actually are the author and orchestrator of our story. And even with things being predestined, we were there in the writing room. And so with that, there's this taking charge kind of energy kicking in, and it's working. It's working. You're being celebrated for it. There's going to be some public recognition. This could very well be like a promotion or a pay raise or some sort of, just some sort of award that goes along with it. One moment. Again. Huey? Pretty kitty. Buddy, you gotta cut this out. Don't act like you don't understand English. I said before I even push record, go and get your water and stuff so that we could do the thing. You came over here and showed me your belly. All right, so yes, there's going to be, some public recognition, or just some progress that you can actually see with this trajectory. We've got the Nine of Swords with the Nine of Wands and Death. Make sure that everything is showing up properly. Show up properly. Show up properly. So it shows up properly. Yes. Right. Nine of Swords clarified by the Nine of Wands and Death. Your path is not easy. And even when you are met with challenges, these challenges don't mean that you're on the wrong path. Can you please stop claiming all the boxes? Thank you. Love you, but cut it out. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, the challenges don't mean that you have done something wrong. The challenges are here, and the challenges you've had were custom built for you. Again, you were in the writing room. These challenges were custom built for you to lead you to your rebirth. It's not always like this spiritual path is. Yes, it is amazing. You see some miraculous things, especially when you are in alignment, you start working in it, operating in it, the synchronicities and the messages and all of the things that go along with it are beautiful. But that doesn't mean that we are exempt from challenges. Period. And like, the way that we view our challenges, we're being challenged to, and how many times can I say challenge? But we are being challenged to look at that, examine that, like the emotional content that we associate with roadblocks, things that don't go the way that we think that they're supposed to, any type of adversity. Because I'm personally speaking, when I am met with a challenge or some pushback, there is this feeling of, oh, well, it's just not supposed to be. It's not always the case. And also, it has to do with my perfectionist nature, this zero-sum game that I have been playing for the majority of my life. And then I'm working on it, because things are in a spectrum. But coming up, it was always either all or nothing. And if I didn't master it immediately, there was some sort of like internal attack on my person and my reason for even being here sometimes. So, what I'm getting from this is to, at least for me, is to look at that, examine that, and figure out why these unrealistic expectations are being placed on something that is normal for the journey. And part of this journey is the constant renewal that happens as we continue on. Seven of Cups with Temperance, King of Cups, and the Lovers. View check. Looking good. See the bottom of you. See the bottom of you. And see the bottom of you. You smell like ointment and pee. Okay. So, next up. The Seven of Cups. Clarified by Temperance, the King of Cups, and the Lovers. All right. The world is your oyster. You have stepped into your authority. Little you is still battling that, but also future you is like, hey man, you got choices. Baby, you got some options. You can do either sport, grand, or the touring package. It's entirely up to you. Thing is, with the Seven of Cups, not all money is good money. And so to determine which cup you are going to choose, you have assistance with Temperance, the King of Cups, and the Lovers. So Temperance is about balancing, alchemizing, stepping into your purpose, also having a presence of mind as well. Like when you're alchemizing, you have to pay attention, and you also have to be relatively calm, because there's a lot of fine-tuned movement that's taking place while you're tempering things. So you gotta stay chill with that. Also, because it's clarifying a Seven of Cups, what I'm getting from the Temperance is just like, be cool, man. Be cool. Be cool. Don't let this newness of this authority get out of hand before you've given it a chance to actually solidify. The Seven of Cups is, yes, it's a card of options and choices, but it's also very dreamy, very fuzzy. You know, had one too many Tom Pettys. Yeah. And the Temperance is reminding us that even though we are in this dreamy energy that is the Seven of Cups, that we are still on earth and we are still dealing with earthly shit, while we are also shaping our spiritual worlds. The King of Cups is here to lend some wisdom in the emotional arena, right? Showing us how to be stoic. Again, be cool, man. With that Temperance, King of Cups also embodies that I need to keep things calm kind of aura, right? And it's not that he is emotionless. Far from it. He's a very emotional king. But he understands the importance of knowing when to be passionate and when to be removed. And allowing logic to come in. Emotionally logical. Okay. Help me out here. All right. So, logic and emotion are very different. But what I'm getting from this is learning how to allow your heart space to operate in a manner very similar to what the head space would. right? Just the facts, nothing but the facts. But this is going further than just what you can observe with your eyes. This is about what the heart observes. This is about being, again, in connection with spirit and allowing spirit to guide your choices. And then we've got the Lovers here. And this is like, in one of these cups is actual love. Love, true love, you know? Excuse me, it's in there. There are some duds in there, but true love is definitely one of the options here that are available. There's could be a possible new relationship. It's something or really good partnership. This could also be within yourselves, because all of us are working on different things at different times. This could be you choosing you, or this Emperor could be you choosing you. And the Lovers is coming in to let you know that now that you have finally done that, hooray, now that you have finally done that and you've gone through all of these different changes here, now it's time to introduce a romantic component to your journey. Quite possible. 10 of Wands, Hangman, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, and 5 of Wands. Stepping into this authority is quite overwhelming. It's one thing to talk about what you would do in theory versus what you actually do in the practical. And this is, it's not biting off more than you can chew, per se. The way that I see this, it's like a stress test. Yeah, stress test. There's you're being challenged to push past what you believed your limitations were. And to learn to delegate. Oh, all right, Spirit. And to learn to delegate. The Emperor doesn't sweat when he's doing his job. I ain't one of these young brothers out here sweating for a pay stub. I'm a coach. I'm going to teach these bitches how to lay up. In other words, this backbreaking work, now that you are in an authoritative position, you ain't got to do peon shit. You don't have to. This stuff is heaped on you because people think that you're new at this and that you're just eager to be. But you're the Emperor. You tell them what to do. Nine of Swords clarified by the Hangman and the Ace of Pentacles. This perception is something else, man. And it's not something that needs to be, brushed off because it's uncomfortable. Quite the opposite. Examine what's happening here, and if you need the assistance of a licensed professional, get it. But these anxiety-ridden, compulsive thoughts about your worth are not helping you. Put them in the skin box, please. Those kinds of thoughts are not assisting you at all. But with the Hangman, there's something nestled in here that you need in order to grasp this Ace of Pentacles that's coming up. This anxiety is like your body letting you know that something is close to a boundary. Yeah. Something's either close to a boundary or it's set off, it's tripped something. It's tripped something. But this Ace of Pentacles, well, that's good business, because that's a new opportunity. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles up next. This is a new opportunity for some financial gain. Either a new career, some prosperity, abundance, but this is about your money in particular. Like your star is on the rise. And then we've got Seven of Cups clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So the Queen of Pentacles is Big Mama. She's the one that has all of the entire family at her home during the holidays. And she loves to either cook or bake or decorate. She always makes gatherings in her home, something to remember. And she's also the kind of person who leaves people with more than what they arrived with. So with it here in this Seven of Cups, and it's clear with it clarifying the Seven of Cups, I'm thinking that whatever is in any of these that you choose, it's going to blossom into something. So choose wisely. Choose your seeds with care. Speaking of choosing seeds with care, we now have the King of Wands here. Now, he learned something really interesting. No, that's the Queen of Wands. It's not the King of Wands. The King of Wands, he's your natural born leader. All right, he's your front man of the band. He's Royce the 5'9". He's an overcomer. Like the King of Wands is he's very charismatic. The party don't stop till he walks. The party don't start till he walks in. King of Wands. Hold on a second. Let me look at something. Make sure I'm reading this right. Yep. He's also very much the entrepreneur. Yeah. So, these two together make quite the pair. This really sounds like one of those traditional unions where he goes out and brings in the money and she adds to it by nurturing it the right way. And then we've got the Five of Wands out here. It's the Royal Rumble. It's being beset on all sides with some sort of problem. Well, if we're okay, walk with me. Well, if that's the case, it would make sense that even the cups would vie for your attention, because they all want to get chosen. Because regardless as to what cups get chosen, you still have nurturing and action right here in this row to be applied to whatever it is that you select. So it would make sense that the Five of Wands would be here because of that. All of the contents want to be selected. And each of the contents have their own reason for wanting to be selected. Not all of them are for the greater good. One of these cups has a snake. One of these cups has nothing. Two of Wands, the Hermit, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, and the Star. Bruh. The choices you've made, step in them. Make concrete steps. Make actual steps towards what it is that you want to do. Okay, I apologize. All right, take actionable steps towards what it is that you're wanting to do. All right, you got your goals, you have them written down, you got a step, you got a path on how to achieve it. Make those steps, make those decisions, right? Make those moves, because the wands are about the action. Make those moves. And we've got the Hermit and Judgment. It's real nice to sit in the cave, learn about humanity, and draw opinions of them without interacting with them. Yes, you need to take time and actually look within yourself and see how you are showing up in the world, because that's also a big part of like hermit time. And sometimes these realizations are going to cause you to go into that tailspin of beating yourself up. That's not what hermit mode is for. Hermit mode is not for you to go into a cave for 20 years and flog yourself for being a human being. It's not how this works. That's not the path that Spirit wants for us, okay? I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that. Judgment is here. There's no need for you to pass judgment on yourself. Spirit has decided, that you're just fine where you are. You've done what you needed to do. And so because of that, Spirit has seen enough evidence and they are handing down a verdict. And that verdict is the Wheel of Fortune. Turning in your favor. Turning in your favor. Yeah. All these choices, and having the feeling that the world is your oyster is true. It's straight up true. For real. This time, that time of lack that you had been dealing with is healing with the Star. You've learned how to get You've learned how to make it and get by with very little. And Spirit is coming in and healing the damage, the psychological damage that had been caused from being poor for an extended period of time. I'm going to say that again. Okay? Spirit is coming in and healing the damage that can happen from being poor for an extended period of time. I'm going to go ahead and receive that if you don't. I'm receiving that. Because there's actual abundance. Okay, where were the Six of Wands? The Six of Wands was under here. This struggle that you've gone through, Spirit is seeing what you were doing and is recognizing that. Recognizing all the work that you've put in to be your best and highest self here on earth. You had to take some really dark and lonely roads to get here. Dark and lonely. You're stepping out on faith and trusting that Spirit is going to do what Spirit said they're going to do. And because you've done that, and because you've actually taken the time to ask the difficult questions, you're being blessed. You're being taken away from all of this lack, and the scars are being attended to. The wounds are being attended to. The infection is being addressed. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, okay, the Hierophant, and the Two of Cups. You can feed other people now. It's not always going to be gourmet meals, but you know what? You're able to feed other people now. There was a time when you couldn't feed yourself. And you were finally in a position to be able to give just a little bit. Just a little bit. You are defending your heart. You're willing to, you're defending your heart. The irony is not lost on me that this get back, you don't know me like that action is you against you, protecting you. Protecting you from these thoughts that can so easily come in, take shape, and turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so you're being very careful about what kind of thoughts you allow the heart to experience, because the heart has gone through so much. And so you're looking at all of the information that's coming in, and you are removing the information that does not either heal or help bring relief to the heart space. And then we have the Hierophant, the spiritual subject matter expert, Mr. Thus, so what the Bible says, A, B, and C. The Hierophant is super skilled. And he's like, institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval and conformity, forgiveness, handled, mercy, wisdom, and trust. All right. Okay, Hierophant. Remember when I was talking about letting the heart space be logical to choose the cup? I didn't think about that, but that's literally the Hierophant. Trusting that the goblet that is chosen was the only goblet that was ever going to be chosen in this time and space continuum. And so to trust and believe that Spirit is in the decision-making process, then and only then are they able to move forward. Yeah. And then rounding us out, we've got the Two of Cups. I'm telling you, there's some love coming in. If you don't see it yet, if you're still single, I get it. If you've been single for a long time, I get it. But love is coming in, and it is going to do the final touches on this healing that you have been working on all this time. All this time. Take a breath. Just sit down for a moment. Don't even scroll on your phone. Just sit down for a minute and take some time to actually relax. The Emperor on its face seems like, a very big and very important job. But as far as like the day-to-day dealings with the minutia of running an empire, yeah, that's not what he's about. He has people under him to keep abreast of all of the mumblings and mutterings and little things going on within the empire, right? Basically what I'm saying is he can chill. He don't have to check in with nobody when he's going to go take a half day to go to the spa. I need my seaweed wrap. You want me to keep running these empires? Running these country clusters properly? I need to be able to get my rest and relaxation anytime I want it. I've got too many thoughts. The Emperor has too many thoughts, too many decisions that need to be made on a daily basis, all day, every day. And because his power is almost limited, thank you, Spirit, and because his power is almost unlimited, there is a plethora of choices available to the Emperor, one of which could also be even more ease. What? This lover that is coming in may have to contend with some of the lovers that came before it. But this lover is here to heal, okay? It's here to heal. It's here to lift up. It's here to make you feel like your very best self all day, every day, because you do it for them. They just want to come in and offer you a little something, something. So again, this is your choice to take that cup or not. Just remember, when you make this decision, keep your wits about you and remember to stay level-headed. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.